The stargazing event had gone off without any problems, and it was a few days later. It was the middle of winter break, and everybody was busy with their end-of-year plans. That was when my life began to change. Saya grumbled, sounding a bit sullen, as she stroked Kotaro's head. I feel like it's pretty hard for Kotaro to do. You're like, don't worry, I got it, okay? Don't worry, I don't even know how to use the phone. Saya was bent over, and I could feel waves of icy emotions coming off of her back, so I snuck by her and carried my luggage into my new home. Wait, my new home? Where am I? Do I live inside the shop now? Where's this? Damn it, Hikari. I grumbled as I deposited my things in a corner of the room. Hikari came in behind me and dropped some more bags on the floor. Then how did she know about Komako? What? Why? Yeah, but let me tell her then, not you tell for me. And what about our promise? You're giving her an entirely wrong impression and idea. And now, thanks to you, I'm forced to live in a situation that can only be described as an ice age. I was being tormented by Saya's icy glares and passive-aggressive comments. There was no way I could expect any Oda now. Her attitude was so flippant. I almost wanted to hit her. Whoa. We are not hit ladies. Unless they really deserve it. Let's worry about finishing moving first. Oh wait, she said that. I can take care of the rest myself. It's not like I have that much anyway. Oh god, Hikari, don't say that. She's gonna be leaving soon. With that, Hikari started cleaning up. Fine. Starting today, this is where I'd be living. It took a while, but I'd finally found a place to stay. It was only a minute walk from a station. Ah, that's why it was so close. And even had a convenience store underneath it. It really felt like I was living on my own in the city. On top of that, rent was cheap, and it even included meals. Deals this good were few and far between. There was just one thing I was worried about. Are we really moving in with above the place where we work? Right above, what was it called? The stop and buy? I don't know, but obviously the convenience store where we work. So basically, kind of moving in with where... I mean, this is probably... I don't know if they live here themselves, but this is partly probably owned by Sao Tome's mother, right? Our manager? Absolutely not! Yeah, but she's just a little bit too old for me. I just said that has nothing to do with it. The room was on the second floor to stop and buy. Ah, it was our stop and buy convenience store. The room was part of Miharu Sao Tome's house. This was the house that our old homeroom teacher had grown up in. I can't wait to graduate and get out on my own. The room was great, and it was exactly what I'd wanted. But I didn't want to get stuck here and turn into Miss Miharu's adopted son. Oh yeah? Wait, you didn't find anything! It is not! Hikari was holding a comic magazine that did have a few racy bikini model pages. She slid it under my dictionary. I was living at school! There's no way I would have something like that! It just has some ecchi stuff, okay? You know, not like hardcore shit. Most people probably wouldn't consider this a naughty book, but I guess it would depend on who you asked. By the way, Hikari, there's been something I wanted to ask you for a while now. A while back, you told me you were sick of looking at the stars. Don't play dumb, yeah, when she was little. That was one of the reasons we had our huge fights. You told me you were sick of it, But you never really stopped watching the stars, did you? I felt like that, I think I said it back then too. I felt it was just like one of those comments that she just said at the moment to try and make us sort of like hate her or dislike her or something, so that her moving away would be easier on us, maybe? It wasn't just at the Six Stars Club activities either. Hikari had been looking at the stars the whole time since back then. That much was obvious after going back through chat logs with Komako. So why did you say it?
なんでかな。ただの気まぐれ？ほら、私秋っぽいし。
That is not... It's kind of a troublesome thing, right? You know I get bored easily. Could that mean that if we were to date Hikari, that you could get bored of me very quickly? It looked like she was going to avoid the question until the very end then. If you say so, then in that case, you won't mind if I read that letter.
なんでそうなるのよ。
I don't know, maybe the answer is in there somewhere. I think the real reason is written in that letter. That's what. It's not? Are you sure, Hikari? Oh? Did I hit a nerve? Hikari was getting flustered. Did that mean it really was written in that letter?
そんなことしたら、コマコさんのログ、さやに見せるわよ。
Are we doing this again? Fine by me. The secret's already out anyway. Yeah, you told her half of it. Might as well just show her everything. Then you have to explain as well that it was actually you. If she finds out what you've been up to, Saya will not be pleased with you either, you know? I had no doubt that my ice age with Saya would get even colder, but Hikari would be affected by the aftermath as well. It'll be worth it. It'd be worth it if we both get affected by it. Hikari looked like someone had poked her in a sore spot and didn't say any more. She knows she's in between a rock and a hard place. I won't read the letter if you talk about your reason. What do you say? Will you talk to me?
だから、ただの気まぐれだって。私の性格、よく知ってるでしょ?
I did. That was how I could tell something wasn't right. Hikari wasn't one to easily betray the things she cared about. Hikari bit her lip as she glared at me. She really did not want to talk about it. But I couldn't let her leave without hearing her reason, so I refused to back down.
わかった。話すよ。
Thank you.
でも、顔見られてると話しづらい。あっち向いてて。
What? After all this time, are there really things you get embarrassed about around me? I mean, I saw you fucking naked, okay? And this is more embarrassing than that to you?
あるわよ。パンツとか見られたくないもん。
So your underwear is more embarrassing than your naked fashishi. Other people would be embarrassed about saying that out loud too, I thought to myself. Alright, fine. I rolled my eyes, but turned around and sat cross-legged on the floor. Hikari was probably making sure I wasn't going to suddenly spin back around to look at her. Here, I'll even close my eyes for you. I closed my eyes. Tell me, Hikari, what's the truth? Hikari hesitantly began speaking.
あの時。
Oh, is this hard for her to tell? I mean, obviously it is. Huh? Something felt strange. When I turned to look over my shoulder, Hikari was tiptoeing out of the room. No, you're not getting away that easily! Hey, wait right there!
やだ、待たない。
Sneaky, goddamn! I almost fell for it. Then you're fine with me reading the... I stopped mid-sentence. Hikari was holding an envelope with a bunny sticker on it. She tried to escape with the letter? Oh, you getting it now, girl? Hey, give that back!
やだ、絶対返さない。
When I stood up to take the letter back, Hikari stuffed it down the front of her shirt into her bra. Oh no, you think that's gonna stop me? You think that's going to deter me? No, I'll dive right in your cleavage.
これでどうよ。
I don't care, I'm going for it. Get in there, boy. Hikari thrust her chest out, a look of triumph on her face. You think that defeated me? You think you win? Even with all her clothes, I could see that her chest was quite large. That meant her bra would be plenty big, enough so that stuffing in a letter in it would be no problem.
取れるもんなら取ってみなさい。ほれほれ。
Alright, you're asking for it, Hikari. I'm coming in. You really think it's gonna stop me? Hikari faltered at that. I would. I totally would. Give me back the letter. No. It will make no difference to me. Pantsu, bra, anywhere, butt crack, I'll grab it. Doesn't matter. Without hesitation, I lunged forward to get the letter back. Ugh! Come here, give me them boobs. I mean the letter. I'm totally after the letter here. That's kind of the idea. I mean, I want the letter. Give me the letter. Stop moaning. You're going to make me feel weird. You totally moaned. I heard it. Hikari kept moaning as she said this. I hadn't intended on it, but I began to feel a strange sensation. Why the hell does this feel so soft? Oh, poor innocent Akito. That's just the feel of boobs. It seriously felt like I was touching something made out of fluffy marshmallows. I know it's glorious, isn't it? But this was Hikari. This was getting me nowhere, so I decided to settle things once and for all. I need to grab the letter. I need to get it back. If you'd stop squirming, this would be over already. Uh-oh, this kind of does feel rapey. Uh-oh. Miss Miharu had entered the room and did not look happy. It looked like the veins on her forehead would pop right out. Oh, I'm sorry. Did we stop you from like your midday anime watching or something? Come on, what do you mean? I'm doing no such thing. No, this isn't what it looks like. Hikari ran and hid behind Miss Miharu. Come on, it's not like that. Hey, get back here. Uh-oh, it's 2 against 1 now. Miss Miharu moved to block my way before I could get to Hikari. But I need to... Oh shit, she kinda looks scary. Yes, ma'am. I sat. It had been years since I had heard Miss Miharu use her teacher's scolding voice. As she began, Hikari looked at me. God damn you, Hikari. Hikari mouthed the words silently before she descended down the stairs without a sound. Did she really escape with the letter? Damn. That was a filthy trick to use, girl. Damn you, Hikari. Miss Miharu's lecture had lasted a full hour. The last half of which was her explaining how terrible I was for getting frisky in an unmarried woman's house. Does it matter in whose house you get frisky? I mean, it's the fact that she's unmarried or not. Does that matter? Like, what if Miss Miharu was actually married to someone else? Would it then suddenly be okay for me to get frisky with another girl in her house? I don't understand the logic there. What the fuck? Hikari did call her later to explain that it was just a misunderstanding, but she had still made off with the letter. Ah, damn. She got the letter. That was probably her reason for offering to help me move right from the start. She had played me for a fool. And here I thought she was just being helpful. No, it's our fault for doing something that could be taken the wrong way in the first place. I was more upset that Hikari didn't have to suffer through an entire hour of listening to the trials and tribulations of an unmarried woman with me. Yeah, don't worry, wear condoms, I get it. As she said this, Miss Miharu grabbed the box off the shelf and walked over to the register. She scanned it and paid for it herself. Whoa, is she really buying me a box? Are you for real now, Miss Miharu? Are you actually encouraging my behavior? What is it? The box was very colorful. Ooh, it's got different colors. All colors of the rainbow. That means it's party time, right? The unknowing customer might think it was a box of cigarettes or some candy. I've never seen colorful cigarettes, what the fuck? But I worked here. I knew exactly what it was. They were a type of contraceptive device. They were made out of latex and meant specifically for men. You can just say condoms, dude, like, it's not that hard.
大人の男のたしなみよ。
She said it with a cool air about her, but she couldn't keep her cheeks from blushing a bit, huh? Are you trying to hint at something, Miss Miharu? With that, she hurriedly made her way back into the store, or into the back of the store. If you're going to be awkward about it, you don't need to do it in the first place. I wish she'd put herself in my shoes before doing this. How does she think I feel getting condoms from my old childhood teacher? I wasn't sure if I really wanted to take them or not, but I shoved the colorful box into my pocket before anybody could see me with it. Hey, free condoms, I'll take it. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Miharu. I will go nuts. Literally. Yeah, I'm staying at Miss Miharu's starting today. I just got out of the shower. Nope. Even if there were, there wouldn't be any for you. I was drying my hair with a towel as I made my way back to my room. Miss Miharu had let me use her bath that time. That time I went swimming in the dead of winter. Alright, back then when we were still little. But now the old tiles had been replaced, and it looked great. Yeah. Why do you want to crash at my house, though? Do you got problems at your house? If you're just stopping by to hang out, it should be fine. Come by whenever you like, Take. As we spoke, I put my legs under the heated table. It was going to be another cold night. The box of condoms that Miss Miharu had given me sat in front of me. I forgot I had left it out. I decided to put it somewhere out of sight. For a moment, I considered throwing it out. Why, dude? But then I figured there was a slim possibility I may end up using them. It's better to have it and not need them than to need them and not have it. And who the heck would I use them with? Well, we got 4 options, technically. Maybe Hikari, maybe Saya. Wait, are we actually thinking? This is the second choice in the route so far. Maybe Hikari, maybe Saya. I know what you all guys want to see, and to be fair, I really want to see it too. So, I don't know how many choices there are. And If My Heart Had Wings, which is from similar developer, and the way the story has gone so far has sort of gone in a similar structure as well, or sort of like after the second intro of the game, you really get into the routes. So there probably aren't going to be that many choices, and if I pick Saya here, that'll be like a huge plus point towards her route. So that's definitely the direction I'm going towards, and the person whom I will be penetrating. Safely, mind you. Safely. For a brief moment, Saya's face popped into my head. She sure is a beautiful girl. Oh, look at that. Look at those beautiful eyes. She was so innocent. Now when I'm done with her. And we had been childhood friends, so she was really relaxed around me. She was always grabbing my arms and such. Still, I know her forever. She was the closest friend I had. Wait, what was I thinking? This was all Miss Miharu's fault for giving me these stupid things, yeah. She inserted these thoughts into my mind in the first place, which I didn't really have that much. I shook my head to get rid of these strange thoughts. Oh wait, I didn't even realize I was still on the phone with you, Take. No, it's nothing. She said she was spending a New Year's holiday here, then leaving right after, damn, January 1st. I guess that means she'll be here for most of the winter break. Takeichi made a sound that I wasn't sure was interest or indifference. Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about her surviving or anything like that. She'll manage, indeed. Probably. She's a strong girl. So, you know, one of the girls from the club, Noriko, goes to school with Hikari. She said Hikari is normally quiet and doesn't talk much. Can you believe that? Yeah, I know, right? I knew Takeichi wouldn't be able to believe it either. She was surprised when she saw how Hikari acted around me and Saya. apparently Hikari doesn't have many close friends over there. That is actually true, right? But I don't know the exact reason for it. But maybe she's just actually not doing that well? Or maybe she wouldn't do that well when overseas? Actually, yeah, this kind of changes my opinion. I just feel like she is a strong person individually, but in terms of like maybe fitting in and actually just like integrating, having a good time over wherever the hell she goes, right? It was some sort of Asian country. Maybe she might have some trouble there. You can? What? Really? Really? I mean, to be fair, we didn't know her, right? The Hikari that we've always known was kind of loud, obnoxious, upbeat, happy, that sort of stuff, right? I mean, Takeichi knew her before we even joined the school, so he might know that side of Hikari? Really? But she had a lot of friends. She had always seemed cheerful and the center of attention in class to me. Compensating for something? Thinking about it, I suppose he was right. Oh god, does she have like an actual really dark past? Probably. I suppose. I feel like you're calling me an oddball or something. I'm not sure I like it. True. Not the most satisfactory conclusion. But when I thought about it, I didn't know what kind of person Hikari was before she began looking at the stars with us. By the time we became friends, she was already stargazing. After that, we'd go together almost every clear night there was. I mean, that's I feel like it's something that happens to, I don't know if it's a lot of people, but a decent amount of people probably, right? We're just like sort of around most people. You're quiet, you're not that comfortable, blah blah blah. But with the right kind of people that are maybe like similar as you, or just have similar interests, whatever, you're completely different from how people kind of know you. And I'm kind of similar like that. Like in a normal environment when there aren't that many, like, you know, in school for example, and if I'm not close with any classmates or whatever, I can be very quiet. I won't say shit. I'll just be like, eh. You'll barely even recognize me, besides the fact that my hair is really obvious to see. But other than that, like, my presence isn't that known, I'd say. But if I'm like with the right people, or just people that I get along with, then I can be kind of loud and obnoxious as well. Nah, I'm not sure if it's like Hikari, but to some degree maybe. But I feel like most people have that to a certain degree, right? Maybe not that extreme of a difference, but to some degree, we're just like, because you get along with this person well, that you're like, you kind of just act fairly different from how most people know you. What had Hikari done to pass the time before that? How had she satisfied her curiosity and her need to always be doing something? Yeah, with the Six Stars Club. You wanna come? That look away. Well, if you wanna come, let me know. Anybody who was at our stargazing event is welcome to come. Alright, you're scared of Narue, huh? He was probably still suffering from his ordeal with Narue. Dude, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I feel like, I don't know why he's that upset. Like, he only saw her once before, talked with her. Did he even talk with her? I don't remember. Maybe shared like a couple of sentences with her. And on the second time meeting her, sure, he kind of built it up in his head, like, I'm gonna try and woo her, right? I'm gonna try and win her over and try and make her like me. He then found out that she had a boyfriend. Like, better to find that out then than way later into things or whatever, right? So, I don't know. Maybe a little bit of overreaction. Takeichi's mood took a sudden turn for the worse, so I tried to console him a bit before we finally hung up the phone. Maybe he just saw this like, oh, this is... Maybe he doesn't... I mean, maybe Takeichi generally doesn't really... There isn't most girls that he sort of likes, and then there's this one girl suddenly, in a long time, he's like, oh my god, I actually kind of like her, and then this happens. Like, even if it's not extreme, it might just be a rare occurrence that, like, he finally found somebody he like, and then, she's taken. Guess I'd better just dry my hair and go to sleep. After sleeping at the school for so long, I can't remember the last time I had a proper futon to sleep on. I was thinking about how great it was going to be as I checked for messages on my phone. Who is it? I really need to speak with you. Can we talk? Is it Saya? Dear Saya, are you feeling better yet? I feel like, depending on the choice that you made, you'll be texting that person. So if we picked Hikari before, we're probably texting Hikari right now. Please talk to me. We'll go out and I'll buy you some pancakes. She read them all, but she's not responding. Come on, Ice Queen. The messages get marked red almost right after I sent them, but she never responds. Why is she that upset? It's Komako. Like, what does it matter if I, like, talk with another, like, me and her are not in a relationship, right? Yet. Why did it matter that I just kind of talked with an older woman? Right? And especially, I feel like that, like, that's why Hikari will never tell Saya, because obviously Saya will get mad at Hikari too, because, well, guess what? It was actually her. There wasn't an actual Komako. It was Hikari, so she would only be outing herself and asking for problems. So yeah, it's better to just leave things be, but I don't know. I don't see what the big deal is anyway. I guess she's more angry than I expected. I let out a few more sighs and I finished blow drying my hair. Maybe she feels excluded again, huh? That's sort of one problem, a little bit, that I have with Saya. That, like, every time I'm just talking with somebody, well, actually only talking with Hikari when it's happened, and Saya is just doing something else or it's just somewhere else, and she walks in on us, and we're kinda having fun, laughing or whatever, or doing silly stuff. She's like, oh my gosh, you guys are leaving me out again. Today was Hikari's farewell party. Oh shit, already? I've been working hard at my job since that morning. Saya kept glaring at me from the cafe corner of the convenience store as I worked. Why are you this upset, Saya? I took out my phone. She didn't respond to my messages. Can you forgive me yet? Please? I feel like it's really hard to ignore these texts in person, right? Saya read the message I sent, but... She spun around to face out the window and sipped her coffee. What's the big deal anyway? All I did was exchange messages with an office lady in the city. Can I not talk to other people? Was it really so bad for a young guy from the countryside to indulge in a fantasy? It's not like we had some kind of indecent relationship or something. Yeah, maybe this image, like, it's questionable, but hey, hindsight turns out to be a dude's cleavage, okay? If Saya saw that picture, she'd probably never speak to me again. It didn't matter whose cleavage was. It could be some office ladies, Hikari's, or even Hikari's dad for that matter. She'd ignore any explanation I gave. Saya saw somebody outside and gave a little wave. Hikari. She hasn't said a word though, up until right now. Saya was always so polite. She'd been sitting there drinking her coffee for the last 30 minutes, while ignoring me all those 30 minutes too. She really was a nice girl. Though, that was probably just because it let her sit there and kill time by giving me the stink eye for so long. Welcome to stopping by. What would you like to buy, little girl? Cause you got the fucking letter. I was still mad at her for stealing that letter the other day. Sensing my mood, she came over and whispered in my ear. When you put it like that, it's not necessarily a bad deal, but you forced this deal on me, right? She took the letter. Like, if she just asked me, like, hey, wanna feel my boobies in exchange for the letter? Then maybe I would have even said yes, but she took the letter and kind of forced me to feel her boobies. So, it's kind of like I didn't have a choice. It was kind of compensation, like, here, I'll take the letter, but yeah, alright, I don't want to give you nothing, so here, grab a handful of boob, okay? What? That was not what happened!
アキトってむっつりだよね。
Hikari was enjoying herself too much as she picked up a bottle of mineral water and a rice ball. Girl, don't talk too much into my ear only, okay? Saya will get jealous.
あと豚まん一つください。
That'll be 534 yen. I took her money and handed back her change.
さあや半分こしよう。お昼食べられなくなっちゃうよ。平気平気。豚まんは別腹だから。
I guess Hikari hadn't eaten breakfast that morning. Hikari and Saya had plans to hang out in Harbor Town. They were both excited about having a girls' date. The farewell party was after that.
早乙女の豚まんもこれが食べ納めかも。寂しいな。帰ってきたらまた食べに来ればいいじゃない。おっちゃんが引退してなきゃいいけど。
The store owner's husband was the one who made the pork buns. He worked at a factory down near the ocean. Making pork buns was just a hobby of his. Really? Damn, that's cool. He was getting older though, and was thinking of retiring. There was no telling when Stop and Buy's famous pork buns would no longer be around. Uh-oh. There'll be like a huge decrease in sales then and people coming over. I feel like some people actually only come here for the pork buns.
大丈夫だよ。娘さんの婿養子が後を継いでくれるから。
What?
そうなの、アキト。
Where did that come from? I'm just helping him. It was true that I was helping with the pork buns as a thank you for renting me the room so cheap. But it wasn't like they expected me to take over the store. At least, I didn't think so. I don't know. Didn't Miss Miharu's mom actually say something like that at some point? I feel like she kinda did.
そろそろバス来るよ。
Wow, she like devoured it. Damn, like a duck, didn't even chew. Hikari bit into her half of the pork bun with gusto. Saya finished hers first, and stood up to put her coat on. Wow, despite like Hikari wolfing it down, Saya still finished her pork bun first? How fast did she eat? When she did, something fell out of her pockets. What's that? Hmm? Hey, Saya, you dropped something.
やばい、バス来た。さや、急ごう。待ってよ。
The bus was pulling into the roundabout as the two hurried out of the store. Uh-oh, did she not pick up what she dropped? Those two sure can be noisy. Uh-oh. I went over and picked up the object that Saya had dropped. I thought it might have been her wallet, but... This is the letter. Wait, why does Saya have it? What the fuck? There was no mistaking it. There was the bunny sticker. But why does Saya have it? I was positive I saw it fall out of Saya's coat. This was definitely the same letter that Hikari had swiped from me. There was one thing that was different about it though. It was opened, and I think the letter inside is missing probably too. It's only the envelope. The bunny sticker was torn. It was then that the shop owner came out of the bag. I can take a break? Yes, ma'am. I put on an air of nonchalance as I slipped the letter into my apron's pocket and went on my break. When I got to my room upstairs, I took out the letter and stared at it. Hikari, you think a little squeeze of your breast is enough to make up for having to listen to Miss Miharu lecture me for an hour? Ha! Hell no. I need more than a little squeeze, okay? Besides, I hadn't done it with that intention anyway. It's just a bonus. Now if she'd let me really get in there and take my time, that would be a different story, But I wasn't about to demand it of her anyway. Not demand, no. She'd label me a pervert for the rest of my life. I was sure, as if she kinda doesn't already do that. Which meant... I'll have to read this instead. I opened the envelope. Inside was a single sheet of girly-looking stationery. Oh, the letter's still inside? Oh, damn. It really looked like a stereotypical love letter. I never imagined Hikari as being the kind of girl to have such a cute stationery before. I swallowed in anticipation. For 4 years, I hadn't been able to read or even throw away this letter. Now, here it was in my hands. It was finally time to read it. My hands began to shake with nervousness. I'm gonna make a guess here about like what's inside the letter, and I feel like it's a letter that that Hikari wrote about Saya, that Saya likes me or something like that. Something like that I feel like is going to be in the letter. That like, oh, because I'll be leaving, you guys should... I mean, she's probably not saying it directly, maybe sort of hinting at the fact that me and Saya should get together, something like that, perhaps? I don't know, that'll be my guess. For a brief instant, I hesitated, but Hikari would be leaving Japan in a few days, and there was a slim chance I could go forever without knowing the truth of that day. Yeah, we need to know.
飽きちゃった。
Bullshit, girl.
星とか見るのもう飽きちゃったんだ。だからもういいやって。ノートももう完成してるし、あとはさやと2人でやりなよ。
See, this is kind of why I feel like that letter is about like maybe trying to get me and Saya together. Because I feel like that's how she wants it to be too when she leaves, right? Because he just so you and Saya just go and have fun without me.
じゃあね。
I unfolded the letter. For a child, the handwriting certainly looked neat and careful. Oh yeah, I can totally read this. I know this is sudden, and I don't want to put you on the spot, but I wanted to know how you feel. This is why I'm writing this letter. I have liked you for a long time now. Please go out with me. I'll be waiting in our usual spot on the bridge tomorrow. I would really like to hear your answer. It was actually a real love letter. I had expected an explanation about the truth of that day, but it was completely unrelated. Really? Just a love letter? But could this be that Saya actually wrote this? Could this be that Hikari wrote this on behalf of Saya? Or is it actually just Hikari wrote this because she felt herself this way? A completely different truth, one that I had never expected, was written there at the bottom of the letter. Saya Amanogawa. It is from Saya! Woo! Kinda. I mean, I thought it was more from Hikari directly and that Hikari had something to do with it. But this is... okay. This is a bit strange though. So, Hikari gave this letter to us when she was leaving, making it seem like it was related or about her leaving, right? But it's just a letter, it's actually a letter from Saya and her love confession to me. But because we thought it was related to Hikari's leaving and we actually just didn't want to know about it, we kind of felt angry, like I don't want to know, whatever, right? We kind of had our reasons for not wanting to read it. But our reasons for not wanting to read it was related because we thought it was related to Hikari leaving. But it was never about that. It's not even a letter from Hikari herself. This is so weird and deceptive, and it kind of feels sad, right? Like if Saya had just like given this letter to us separately herself, or maybe just at another timing other than when Hikari left, then we would have read the letter, I assume, right? Then there would have been no reason not to read it, at least. Saya was the one who wrote this letter? But Hikari is the one who gave it to me. Saya had written it, and Hikari had given it to me. There was nothing strange about that. It was completely normal for a best friend to deliver a love letter in your place. Sure, but once again, right, because I just feel like the timing screwed it up entirely. Which meant... is that why she was sad then? Is that why we didn't talk for 4 hours? 4 years? Saya liked me? I mean... like, that should have been kind of obvious, right? If somebody liked us, I feel like if one of the girl characters, you had to name one girl character out of everything that we've seen in the story so far, that you would say like would like Akito or likes him, I think most people's choice would be Saya, right? I guess Corona would be kind of a, but that's more, that kind of seems more like a childhood crush, right? Sort of like, oh, he's a cool guy, and I just kind of look up to him that way. And it's like, oh yeah, he's nothing like my stupid brother. Oh, I like him. He's cool. So maybe between toss up between those two, but I feel like seriously like would definitely be Saya. At least that would be how I would say it. I had never expected anything like this. My mind went completely blank.